What happens in Oakland relocates to Vegas. We've been noticing a trend, and as they say, trends are your friend. And what's the trend is teams in Oakland are relocating to Las Vegas. We saw it with the Raiders in 2020, and we're seeing it now with the Athletics in 2023 or 2028, whichever you want to call it. Title in this video, the A's are almost on the way to Vegas because it's not official, but it is official. There's a lot of weird stuff going on with this whole Athletics move to Las Vegas. To get my thoughts here, kind of get into the meat and potato of this plate here. Let's get into it. It was announced last week, their owners voted on it last week that the A's would relocate to Las Vegas. It was a unanimous decision, 30-0. Left no doubt in there that they would be going to Vegas, at least from the owner's perspective. This is what they want. Whether they huddled up together like, hey, let's all vote together and say no on this, I don't know. For the better, for the worse, MLB is going to be in Las Vegas. So many sides to this story. There really is. You got one side in Oakland where you got a fan base that is reeling, that is hurt, that is displeasured, not happy. You got the other side in MLB in Vegas where they're getting a new baseball team, new expansion city, new relocation city, I should say. Breath of fresh air. And that really is kind of my whole viewpoint on this, is that the Athletics franchise just needs a breath of fresh air. Now, I know fans want John Fisher to sell the team, to stay in Oakland and keep the A's in Oakland and build a new ballpark in Oakland. But really though, is that what is best for this team? Like, I know that maybe cleaning house could probably do that, right? Clean house, get a whole new regime in there. It's a breath of fresh air. That does happen in many times than not. Cleaning house kind of gets you that breath of fresh air. You don't just relocate every time. You really need a new culture change, a culture shock to that franchise because it's just been a mess. It's been a mess for a long time now. It's been just kind of a growing mess. We've seen it just kind of building up to this. All hell has broke loose. Let's just say in a perfect world that John Fisher sells a team and somebody in Oakland wants to keep the team in Oakland and they stay in Oakland and they build a ballpark in Oakland. That's fine, but in reality, I think that is not going to change the direction and the complexion of the Athletics franchise. The Athletics franchise is just a really depressing scene if you look at it, right? They just need a culture shock, like I mentioned. They need to get away from California and go to Vegas, go to the desert, and just get a whole new life out there. And I'm going kind of far off the rails here, but really though, like, I really believe that. And I think the A's going to Vegas will do good. I think they will benefit from it. At the end of the day, I know it's the unpopular opinion, but I think they will benefit from it. And I think baseball in Las Vegas is going to do well. Whether you like it or not, I think it will do well. Of course, the Aviators are already there, the AAA affiliate of the Oakland Athletics, of the Athletics. They're the AAA minor league affiliate, already out there in Summerlin. I've been to that ballpark, brand new facility. Baseball in Vegas, we see stars in today's game from Las Vegas. Bryce Harper, one of the best players, is from Las Vegas. Chris Bryant, one MVP, is from Las Vegas. So like, there is a community there in Vegas that does love baseball, and I think baseball will do well. Now, whether everybody's going to turn into an A's fan, that's another question for another day. But at the end of the day, I think baseball will do well, and I think the Athletics franchise will benefit from moving to Las Vegas. Rather have seen a expansion franchise in Las Vegas. You know, maybe that would be cool. I know people are down on the A's, but I'm here to tell you, like, I'm not necessarily down on the A's. Like, the A's, kind of before the all hell broke loose, they have shown that they can develop talent. They have shown they can scout talent. They've shown that, and that's the thing with the owner, and that's why the fans are mad, because they got cheap and they just trade all the stars away. The minor league affiliate for the major leagues, everybody just from the A's system just goes around to other teams. I get all that, but they have shown that they can produce a winning team. Now, they never really made runs in those postseasons. They had some good teams back in the 2010s, but they never amounted to things. So this is why I still trust in the Athletics. Going to Las Vegas, they're not going to put a horrible team on the field. They're going to put a winning team, a competitive team, I should say, on the field. And I think the A's will do good. I think the A's will do good. I know this is not what Oakland fans want to necessarily hear, but I gotta tell it from a different perspective. At least just what I believe. I'm not just making this up. This is just what I feel. I think the A's are going to do well in Las Vegas. I really genuinely do believe that. And so we'll see though, right? We'll see, because as official as it is, it's technically not official, but it is official. Like, we don't know where the A's are going to even play at after 2024. So 2024 is their last year in Oakland with the Oakland Coliseum lease. And so there's a bunch of questions in the air as to where they're going to play. Of course, Vegas doesn't even have their ballpark renderings out. Nothing is set in stone with the ballpark. It's just supposedly set to open in 2028. That's when the A's want to make ground and play the first game on opening day in Vegas at their new ballpark. So, like, there's a lot of stuff we don't know. Personally, for the A's, let's get this all figured out ASAP. Chop on this offseason. Chop. Like, let's get it all figured out this offseason. Going to spring training, kind of knowing what's going to go on with the future of your ball club. That would be my ideal timetable here for the A's. Get everything set in stone this offseason so you're ready to go in spring training. You know, last year in Oakland, you know that, and maybe you move to the AAA ballpark in Vegas, or you go to Sacramento. Whatever the case is, figure it out, but figure it out now this offseason. It's been a few days since the news kind of broke out, but I did want to share my thoughts on it. I made a few videos now on the Athletics going to Las Vegas and whatnot, and I've kept the same belief all along that, yeah, I think it is time for them to pack it up and move out of Oakland. The Coliseum is not a major league facility, and the Athletics tried for years and years. They tried for years and years to get a ballpark in the Bay Area. It just never worked out. They didn't just never try. They did try, whether you like to hear that or not. How much they tried, I'm not going to get into that, but they did try, and they just never were able to get it done. So Vegas it is. Looks like they're on the way to Vegas. At least they're almost on the way to Vegas. I will keep a close following on this story as it develops. But as of right now, the Oakland Athletics are almost on the way to Vegas. So drop a comment down below on your thoughts on the whole Vegas ordeal. Again, I'm sorry for the fans in Oakland. Like, I am sorry. It's just business. At the end of the day, it is just business. I have my team that I don't agree with their whole beliefs as well, and it's just part of the business. And here I am still making videos on my team and whatnot. Hopefully you guys still follow your team to Las Vegas. With that being said, drop a comment down below, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Later.